Good evening, everybody. Welcome. We are so glad that you're here to learn about how you can personalize your health with Plexus. We know that health is so important and has been at the top of our mind. It's been at the forefront, especially in the last year and a half. And we also know that when something goes wrong with our health, such as cancer, like Julie has experienced, we are reminded how crucial our health is to every aspect of our lives. And we live in a world of information overload and oftentimes misinformation. And you can walk into a store and there are aisle after aisle of health products. You can get so much advice on what you need to feel good. So when it comes to our health, what really are the essentials? I've often asked myself that question. And of course, there are many factors like eating well, choosing real, healthy, whole foods, moving our body, drinking water, getting enough good sleep, keeping our stress levels, where they should be when we can, but is that enough? Our world is full of toxins, our soil is depleted, we have overprocessed food, we're sugar overloaded, medication and antibiotics galore. We know we need more than just the daily diet to keep us healthy. So this is where Plexus can come in and could be the answer for your health and life too. I am Jody McComas and I'm a mom of two. I've been married for 20 years now, and I am passionate about helping other people thrive, and especially moms thrive and not just survive. And I came to Plexus 5.5 years ago because I was doing just that. I was not thriving. I was maintaining miserable in my health, and I had struggled with chronic illness and health issues my entire life, everything from migraines to insomnia, about 80 food sensitivities, IBS, pain, arthritis, thyroid issues, hormone imbalances, brain fog, chronic sinus infections, and so many other things. My list was very long, and I was seeing specialist after specialist. I had a great naturopath, and I was doing all of the right things, and I still wasn't getting well. And then I was beginning to learn about these 3 pillars of health, and they cannot be ignored. And so that's where Plexus entered my life, and I began to learn even more about this. And what are those 3 pillars? The 3 pillars are blood sugar regulation, which we all, every day, all day long, our blood sugar is spiking up and down. So every one of us has to deal with that. Gut health, which affects over 70% of our immunity and serotonin production. Melatonin, it is our second brain. It is very, very crucial and affects all of our body. And then our reducing inflammation. So those are the 3 things that are really, really connected to everything in our body, from our mental well-being to physical, all the things. They influence everything from autoimmune disease, sleep, mood, weight balance, digestion, immunity, cravings, and so much more. So this is the reason that after a lifetime of health struggles, my health was able to restore itself, because I began the products that got to the root of those issues. And since that happened, I have shared about these products and this company ever since. So I quickly want to answer, like, what is it that makes Plexus products different? So first of all, they are natural, plant-based, non-GMO, and they target all of those 3 pillars that we talked about. And we also have a variety of products that are for all ages, and they target specific areas of our health. They're foundational, but we can also target them to use specifically in what your body needs, because we know that there isn't just a one size fits all. Another thing that I love about this company, partnering with any company, I had to know that it was a place of integrity and character, and Plexus has 100% been that. And in 5.5 years, I have only grown more and more impressed and fallen more in love with this company. We started 13 years ago as a breast health company, actually with a breast check kit. And then they had a breast cream, is what it was called at the time, and they used it for radiation burns. Currently, it is called body cream, because apparently people didn't want to put breast cream all over their bodies. But it is a fantastic body cream for all kinds of skin issues. So that's how we started. And then Slim, our pink drink, came on the scene and kind of changed everything. And it was originally developed for people who were diabetic or pre-diabetic and targeted that blood sugar regulation. But then they realized, oh, everyone needs this. And then they expanded to become a health and wellness company that's passionate about getting after those root issues, like we talk about the gut health, the blood sugar, reducing inflammation, and creating sustainable health for a lifetime. And so that is awesome. I love getting to the root issues. That is where it's at. Also, going back to just the company culture, it models generosity at its core. It lives it out. We have protein shakes. It's called Lean. And those Lean shakes donate 14 meals to Feeding America in every bag of that product. And over the last, I think it's only been 3 years since we launched that, we have donated over 40 million meals. And then even during all of 2020, our CEO released the rest of his salary in April of 2020 so that he could give bonuses to all of the 400 corporate staff during that financial crisis that so many people were in and that COVID had produced. So they live it out, you guys, generosity from the core. And I could not say enough great things about it. But we want to hear from Juli tonight. That is one of the highlights of this night. And so I am going to ask her some questions that she is going to answer for us. And the first one is, what initially brought you to Plexus?
Well, Jody and I have been friends for 20 years now, I think, which is just crazy. We met in college on a summer trip that we went on, and I had seen her posting about Plexus a bunch. And I struggled with constipation my entire life. Like, it was bad. And a lot of my friends know, because it was so bad that I would always be talking about it because I just would never be going. And I was pregnant with my second daughter, Evia, 4 years ago, almost 4.5 years ago. And it got so bad that I was taking like the maximum stool softener. I was chugging prune juice. I was like taking all the things, and it still wasn't working. And I was like, somebody help me. And so Jody just posted about one product, BioCleanse, which helps with digestion. Now, it doesn't only help with constipation, it can help with the opposite problem. But in my case, I was like, I'm willing to try this because I am desperate. And so I went ahead and tried that. And I also tried the multivitamin because I was already taking a multivitamin, and this one sounded really great. And I just thought, you know what? I trust and love Jody, and I would rather support her and give her my money rather than like some random company that I don't really know anything about. And so I started with those two products, and I have been regular every day since, actually, until last week when I had to go off of my supplements because I had to get a colonoscopy to check some things out. Everything's fine, but I had to go off of everything. And then we went on vacation. And so I was slow to get back on it. And let me just tell you, it was miserable. And I was like, I have not had this problem in 4.5 years. And as soon as I wasn't taking my products anymore, I felt awful. And so it just was another testimony, my own testimony again, that was what, was helpful for me. So that's what brought me to it initially.
Mm-hmm. And what else have you, so besides that, which you guys, that alone is life-changing. If you struggle with constipation, if you only had that one benefit, it would hands down be worth it. I know that you agree with that. But what else have you found along the way with the products or the company?
So I've kind of slowly tried a bunch of different things. And I think it was about 1.5 years ago. I wanted to support another friend, and she was doing like a fitness thing. And I didn't realize that when I signed up for it, that it also involved some other supplements. And so I was like, shoot, well, now I've got these other supplements. I guess that's a great way to kind of compare. And so I went off Plexus for a couple months and tried these other things. And I didn't feel the same. I didn't feel as good. And so I hopped back on Plexus, and I started back on with the Slim, which I actually hate that they call it Slim because I don't think it's all about weight loss, right? Like, it's about blood sugar balance. And so I I tried that. And what I love about Plexus is that it's really about like what works for you, what products work for you, and finding the ones that address your needs. And so there's two kinds of slim, and I tried one of them and I just didn't feel like it was doing what it was supposed to. And so then I tried the other one, and I felt better, but then I still needed to adjust it a little bit. So I actually only take half a pack of slim. And so, I'm not going to tell you, right? Like you need to take 2 packs of slim if that's not what's working for you, right? Like I take a half pack. That's what works for me. And so I take the slim, the multivitamin. I added in the Vital Biome, which is the probiotic for anxiety, a couple months ago. And again, I feel like I had to go off of it for a couple of weeks before my colonoscopy. And I, again, like feel like there was a difference where I felt like my mood, I just was much more stressed out, not being on that. I take the regular probiotic, the Probio 5.
Yep.
That I should have them all in front of me. I took Nerve after my surgery because I had double mastectomy after my cancer, and nerve pain was something that I was really concerned about. It can be a huge issue. And so I feel like that was huge for me, helping out with that pain. And I feel like right now I'm not experiencing any nerve pain, and I feel like that's a big deal. I also last summer started taking the skincare, and I love it. I have not found anything in my 43 years of life that has like treated my skin as well as this. I love it's the collagen, the cleanser, and just a day serum and a night serum. And I love not only that it works, but that I don't have to take like 10 products, just those. So I've tried a couple other things, but like those are like my main go-tos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is awesome. I love how simple it all is. Like it really is simple, and it, you can take it at different times of day. Some people, it works better in the morning, sometimes at night at bedtime. Like we can tailor it to you. And same with me, I prefer one slim over the other. It just responds different to my body. And I also wish they would call it balance, but it's called slim. And I was one of those people actually who has gained healthy weight and muscle since coming to Plexus. So we have people who start that are very underweight and need to gain weight. And that's what it helps their body do, because it helps it to restore it to what it's supposed to be doing. And so I love that about the products as well. Okay, here's another question for you. What has surprised you the most?
So I saw you and others posting about how when they started Slim and the Triplex, which is the Slim, the Bio Cleanse, and the ProBio 5, that they started craving more water and like less sugar. And honestly, I was like, yeah, right. Like that's crazy. Like, no way. And so what do you know it? Like I started Slim, and Corey can attest to this too. Mm-hmm. I am no longer addicted to Diet Coke, which doesn't have sugar in it, but I went through 2 pregnancies where I went 9 months without Diet Coke. And as soon as I was done, I was right back on it. Like I was addicted to Diet Coke, and nothing, like I tried to switch out everything I could, and like I couldn't get off of it. I was literally addicted to it. I don't need a Diet Coke anymore. I definitely crave water. I would eat cheeseburgers and fries and chips like all day long. My body is like, doesn't want that anymore. I just can't even tell you, like, I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't experience it, right? Like, I'm like, no way am I craving more water and less junk. So
it's amazing. And it surprised me too. And it's done the same thing for my kids and my husband. And we will make a batch of brownies and throw them away. Like we eat 1 or 2 over the course of a couple of days. We just rarely have sweets. It's so awesome that it helps your body do and crave the things that it's meant to crave. I love that. Okay, last question. What would you say to someone who is super skeptical?
So I would say good. Like, I feel like I'm like the number one skeptic, and Jody can totally attest to this. Like, I was like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. And I would just say, just go ahead and try it. Like there's a 60-day money back guarantee. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't work for you, if you don't like it, you can totally get your money back. And we're not joking when we say that. Like, you can definitely get your money back. And so I would just say you're right to be skeptical, because, there are so many junk things out there and people selling you crap, that you should definitely do your research. Like, just Google gut health and whatever the issue is, right? And like, gut health is a real thing, and it's definitely a huge issue. But I would just say, go ahead and try it. Like, and again, like, what I love about Plexus is that it's personalized. Like, if you just want to use one product, like I just started out with 2 products. And now we use a whole bunch. The kids use the 2 kids products. So if you just want your kids to have a great multivitamin, like that has a probiotic in it, that's awesome. If you are really active, or someone who, like me, is just kind of tired every day, I take Active, which is the energy drink, but it does give me the jitters because it's all natural. It doesn't like, hype you up. And Plexus just came out with Hydrate, which is the electrolyte drink. And we drink a ton of electrolyte drinks around here in the summer because it's so hot. And so, like, you don't have to do the gut health if you don't want to. Like, you can pick and choose what works for you. I fell in love with all of it. So now I'm like, give me all the things, but, pick one and try it, and, go from there.
Yeah. I love that. I was so skeptical too. And, coming off of 20 years of specialists and health issues, I was like, well, what's one more try? I was like, I don't have anything to lose. But I also printed off all the ingredients and went to like 4 of my specialists with 20 pages in hand. And I was like, can you look at this? Is this really going to do what it says it's going to do? And all of those specialists were like, yep, those ingredients will do what it says it's going to do. And now 5 years later, they're like, don't stop doing what you're doing. It is incredible. Just night and day from where I came from. And so I'm with you. I was so skeptical, but now I tell people the same thing. Like, what do you have to lose? Like, nothing. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose.
Yeah. And same with me. Like, I'm like, don't take my word for it. Like, print these out, take them to your doctor. I did that when I was pregnant. I took them to the midwife and the OB that I was seeing. I just had my annual checkup, and I took them to that doctor, and I was like, please go over these. Like, let me know what you think. Because I'm just kind of waiting for someone to be like, no, like, and no, my doctor said, keep taking them because they're working. I talked to my oncologist after I got cancer, and they were like, nope, these are good. Like, keep going. So talk to your doctor and see what they say. Like, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an MD. I'm just someone who's used the products and it's worked.
Yes, exactly. I do think it's funny though, because we do not question like the bag of chips or the Diet Coke, right? That we drink for years. We don't like scour those ingredients, but when someone's like, this is healthy for you, we're like, oh no, I don't believe it. Right? That's just how we're wired. But we're here to say it's okay. You can be that way, and you can still come to Plexus and find out for yourself. And you're worth the investment. You are worth trying it to find out. I love that you shared about all the different products that you take too, because you can see we have something for everyone. We have, the skincare, the gut health, the blood sugar regulation, the multivitamin. We have the kids supplements that are fantastic. We just really, really have something for everyone. So how would you get your hands on these products if you're like, okay, tell me how I can try these, whether you're just wanting to take the products and experience amazing health or mood or energy or skin changes, or you're wanting to make a little extra money or a full-blown professional income, which is what I do. I didn't start for that, but it's awesome. It's an awesome perk, and it's available. Like, we have a path for you. So Julie's going to share a couple ways that you can, if you want to try the products, how you would do that.
So if you're interested in trying it, definitely get with me and I can walk you through everything, because there are 3 different ways that you can sign up to try them. And one is just as a retail customer, and that's totally fine. You just, put it in your cart, check out, and, that's it. But you will pay a higher price. So that's the first way, is retail customer. The second way is as a preferred customer, which is what I recommend if you're just interested in like 1 or 2 products. And so what that is you're signing up for a monthly subscription, and you get a discount on the products off of the retail price. Now you're like, oh, a subscription. Well, you can cancel that subscription with a click of a button. You can move it out to a later date. You can change what you're getting. And I always try to remind my people, like when their subscription is coming up, so that they don't get things that they don't want. So I definitely recommend at least that route if you're thinking about trying it at all. If you're interested in, trying more than just like one, this is a great month to try because there is a membership program. And so normally you pay $39.95, but this month it's only $9.95, and you get super great benefits to doing that. So first of all is a welcome pack that is a bundle of products that's 50% off, which is a huge discount. Like I can't even get that, price anymore. So that's huge to just try it. Just try it at this huge discount. The second benefit is that you can earn money back on your own purchases when you're a member. And so not only are you earning money back on your own purchases, but if you did want to share it with a friend, you would earn money from their purchases. You never ever have to share or sell anything. Like that is definitely not a must do at all. Like I was a preferred customer for 4 years. So definitely don't have to do that. And the third thing is that there is a rewards program. So we definitely, Plexus definitely rewards you for being consistent. And, there is a benefit in being consistent, and nothing is a quick fix. So we want you to stick with the program, right? And so they're going to reward you for that. And so you get perks points, which are points that go towards free product. And so I just cashed in on some this month, and I'm super excited to try some new things. So I feel like that's just a huge benefit. So if you think that you might want to give it a try, let me know. And if you are watching this live, or if you're watching it within the next couple days, I will offer you free membership. So that is something that I want to do for my people because I love you and I think Plexus is great.
Yes. And if you have any questions at all, definitely reach out. I think that covers all of the basics, but also, Julie, you are going to kick off a Facebook group, correct? For people
Yes.
who want to learn more, want more product details. So that will be something that you can also join in the next couple days. But Julie will give you more information about that later. But we are so thankful that you showed up, that you're listening, whether live or afterwards. We value you and your health and want you to know that you are absolutely worth the investment, and it is worth giving it a shot, because what if it could change everything for you too? So Julie, thanks so much for sharing your story tonight. Thanks you guys for being here, and have a great rest of the week. Bye.